I'm Healing Wolf, here to sail with you across the ocean of recovery. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose together. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly. I think it was Maya Angelou who said, when you know better, do better. So that refers to course correction. On our recovery journey, we don't always know what we're doing. A lot of the time we don't. There's no perfection. We make what we look back on and say, well, that was a mistake. But really, it wasn't a mistake. It was just a stepping stone. Maybe we slipped a little on the stone. Maybe as in my dream last night, our feet went down into the mud and we sank deep into the mud, and it was okay. We kept walking. I did that in Puerto Rico. When I was in Puerto Rico in the rainforest, there was deep mud, and it was just, the foot sinks down. What can you do? You keep moving forward, right? You learn, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to step in a spot that looks like that, because if it looks like that, then I'm going to sink deeper in the mud. But here's the conundrum of the recovery journey. We often want to go into the thing that looks like a mistake. Is it a mistake? In many cases, it's not. We get feedback from unconscious mind. Unconscious mind gets a little worried about it and wants to keep us alive, so it sends more sensations. It sends extra pain or panic or anxiety, but it really wasn't a mistake. We went out and did something. Let's say I went out and I took a boxing class, and my mind didn't like that boxing class because I was hitting people. It felt like violent, whatever. Yeah, it was safe. It was contained to some degree, but unconscious mind got an idea. Oh, that wasn't good. So if I avoided that from now on, then mind would code that as being a negative, as being worthy of more sensations. But if I went back repeatedly, and that was my path, actually, one of my sisters on the journey, that was her path. She got into boxing. So continuing to do that, sensations dropped away and stopped showing up because it just became the norm. So on the recovery journey, on your healing odyssey, realize that you can make course corrections, but don't make the course corrections based on increases of sensation. When the sensation increases, there's a trigger. Something unconscious mind has labeled as dangerous. And if it isn't dangerous, it's our job to unwind it. So when you know better, do better. So in the past, many of my clients will say this, oh, well, I went for a walk and my sensation spiked, so I stopped walking. Instead, I started to just do some gentle stretching. And that's not do better. When you know better, do better. So you know your unconscious mind is wanting to protect you from that act of walking. So then you do better. You say, oh, my unconscious mind wants to protect me from walking around the block. It thinks walking around the block is dangerous. So I'm going to put on some music and enjoy my walk and look for birds, sniff some flowers, and walk around the block more and more consistently. I'm going to do it. When I know better, I do better. When you're in fear, you don't know any better. You stop doing stuff. People will baby a certain part of their body. By baby, I mean they try to be very gentle with it. So I talk to people at the gym. Oh, my left knee or my shoulder, and I need to watch out because it's injured, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not injured. Maybe it's just a mind loop saying protect that area more because in the past it's been injured. It's all healed up now. It's okay. So my advice there is, hey, talk to that part of your body. Your strong shoulder, your strong knee. I love you. We're doing exercise. It's just an exercise. We're not falling off a building. We're not crashing in a car. We are just doing an exercise to strengthen you. Okay? When you know better, do better. So it goes for language too. A lot of people have really negative language around their journey, and they'll say things like, oh, this really sucks, or I've got my bad arm, or there's just all kinds of ways people talk. They talk about themselves as a warrior. They use this language of combat. They use this language of structural problems. When you know better, do better. Drop the language. When you notice yourself using language that's not helping you move forward, you're getting into negativity, you're getting into anger, you're getting into these states that are not going to keep your unconscious mind moving forward. They're going to be triggering for your unconscious mind. You do better. You shift it. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I was being critical about this journey. Like, I was really hating this journey, and I'm just going to feel that emotion and get back to life and keep moving forward. So when you know better, do better. And there are lots of elements and aspects of that on your recovery journey. So drop in the comments for me how when you knew better, you did better, right? So when I knew better, I did better. When I knew that exercising was actually safe and fine, I did better. I did more of it, and with more joy, with more lightness, with more fun, with more music, with more friends. And so I knew better, I did better. And it worked like that for every aspect of my recovery. And so tell me how that Maya Angelou perspective is working for you. And please subscribe to this channel so you can help on my mission to get this path out to a lot of people who are suffering and who don't yet know better. And we can do that. We can all work together to get this message out that you can recover from what looks like a life sentence and turn it into a transformation where your life gets better and better and better, bigger, bolder, more joyful. And that's the ultimate payoff, where you get to the point where you're like, wow, I'm glad I had that journey. So please, thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. If you need one-on-one help and you're ready to work with a coach who's walked through hell, yours truly, then my website is healingwolfcoaching.com. I'll see you there, and enjoy this journey.